welcome to JK Today. I'm Joey.
And I'm Kadin, and we are here to give you a peek into the window of our lives. And, talk about our hobbies, our interests, and whatever's going on.
In current events.
Yeah, anything. Maybe we'll bring on some guests and, certain people of interest.
Yeah. Do some interviews.
Yeah. And maybe we'll do some crypto giveaways. I don't know, because
that'd be amazing.
Because we're this is our first show, so
yeah,
we need your help. So please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you never miss an episode.
Stay up to date.
Yeah. So how do we even know each other?
How do we know each other?
Well, my first memory of
funny you should ask.
Yeah, funny. I've known you a long time, since my freshman year of high school. I think you were a sophomore.
Sophomore? Yeah, we're a year apart.
Yeah. My first memory is you breaking your bass string playing at the D Club. I didn't even know bass strings could break because I was just a guitar player, maybe for like a year before that.
Yeah.
And
I probably didn't until that point either.
Yeah, dude, it blew my mind, but you didn't panic at all. You're like, all right, I'll just swing it around, And I was like, dude, that guy's cool. And I can't remember if we were even really friends, but we had mutual friends through the metal scene and the music scene, and
it was a small scene at the time.
Yeah.
That was pre YouTube time.
Back in '99. Man.
You've got mail. Definitely. That's funny because my first memory of you is from back in the day, and probably the same venue that happened at D Club. I think you guys wanted to get in, and we were unloading our stuff, so
Well, you guys were older. You were the cool guys.
We thought it was cool at the time. Like, hey, you guys can unload our stuff for us.
We'll set up your amps and your guitars for you, no problem.
Yeah, so it was great, and so and that's my first memory of you from the club back in the day.
And then
here we are now.
Yeah, and then it was a good 3 or 4 years after that. I started working at the mechanic shop, gas station where your mom managed.
Oh gosh, that must have been at least 10 years after that.
Well, I started there in 2005.
Oh wow, time flies.
Yeah. So that was 2 years after high school for me.
Yeah.
But then I remember you walked in one day and I was like, Joey? And then you're like, oh yeah, this is my mom. I was like, what? And then Jesse that worked at the gas station, you were friends with him, so that's how we hooked up again, and we started playing poker. And I think we just played poker a bunch of times and got
started hanging out from there.
Yeah, drank a bunch of beers and here we are today.
Making history.
But if you don't know me, Kadin Anthony, I've been a pro wrestler for 20 plus years. Been playing guitar and bass for even longer.
Slapping a bass.
Yeah, slapping a bass, man. Oh yeah, apparently I look like Paul Rudd. I've gotten that so many times, so I kind of play that up a bit. And besides that, I play a bunch of Rocket League. I'm a gamer. I'm a '90s nerd.
Nice.
So if you want to play me some Rocket League, I'm usually on. What about you?
Me? If you don't know, I'm Joey. I have 4 kids, so my time that I spend is usually doing stuff for the kids and watching their games, and they all play sports.
That's completely understandable. I can't even imagine how you do it.
Yeah,
I have a fur baby. I have a 11, 12-year-old fur baby, Tyson.
yeah.
He takes up a lot of my time. But
There's some news.
But now I'm having a human baby.
Yes.
In April. So
Joining the club.
Exciting times. I'm gonna need your help and advice.
Yeah.
Because you're in the medical field. You know some things about health and
I know some things about some
and babies.
Small humans. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, my kids are ranging from 17 to 9 years old, and so
It's a good range.
Yeah. So it's bless it.
At least it's been a while since you changed your diaper.
Yeah, it's interesting times, but yeah, I mean they play basketball and football between them, and so a lot of my weekends are either fundraising or watching them play in all their glory. Other than that, I like gardening. I like permaculture, permanent culture of plants and organisms in the garden.
Yeah, I've heard you say this. I still have no idea what that even means.
Yeah, it's a way of gardening in a more permanent fashion. So you're not using synthetics. It's a lot of organic gardening.
You churn the topsoil to keep it.
Sometimes
like that.
There's also a variation of this that goes into no-till gardening, that they actually just, instead of tilling in or doing anything, they will just add compost to the top of the garden bed and plant on top of that.
So you just keep stacking?
Yeah, and so it composts down and keeps feeding the organisms of the soil, basically. Yeah, so it's, you're mimicking the natural life cycle of plants.
That makes sense.
So
what are you growing right now?
right now I got about 100 onions, regular brown bulb onions growing, and probably about 50 red, purple, however you like to call them, onions growing. So that's my first year really growing them, so to be continued.
Okay.
I'll have to post some status pictures.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing to grow? What else have you grown?
My favorite thing to grow. One of my favorites is tomatoes.
Okay, I love tomatoes. I'll eat them like an apple.
Tomatoes, you can do so much with them. You can eat them like an apple. You can make spaghetti sauce with them. You can put them in a salad.
Yeah.
Salad shooter, slicer, shredder.
I think you gave me some tomatoes before. I know you gave me
Yeah.
an onion. You gave me an onion, or no, garlic. You
Garlic.
gave me some garlic.
Some garlic I grew.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Ward off the vampires and bats.
Yeah, I have 10 chickens in my backyard, so.
You still have chickens?
Yeah, so I do a lot of eggs as well.
That's right. I don't think I've tried the eggs.
No, I'll have to bring you some eggs.
Yeah.
Definitely. There ain't nothing like a farm fresh egg.
Hey.
Tell you that much.
I eat a bunch of eggs. We go through a bunch of eggs around here. Man.
Excellent. Yeah, and as we mentioned earlier, poker. That's probably the third piece that sums me up.
We haven't played poker for a long time now.
Yeah, it's been a while. We need to bring it back.
Yeah, it'll get there.
Yeah,
Slowly.
Life happens.
Yeah, dude. I'm also into crypto.
Oh, tell me more.
Yeah, there's been a big dip recently, but not financial advice. But I always buy the dip.
Yeah, see,
and it hasn't steered me wrong yet.
Yeah, I'm nervous about this stuff.
I know I just got you into crypto kind of, so you're a newbie, but
I'm learning these terms. Buy the dip, and don't be scared when dollars are plummeting.
Be what is it? Be greedy when others are fearful, or something along those lines. I don't know. I'm still new myself, but I know what's worked for me, and you know.
So what has worked for you?
Well, buying the dip, first of all, it doesn't always work because sometimes it will go even lower. But then I will buy that dip too because I'm that confident in the future, especially Bitcoin and Ethereum. They're not going anywhere. There's a bunch of other altcoins.
Yeah.
They're
Built into a lot of different things, right?
Yeah, a lot of them kind of connect to each other, but then some are their own separate network. But then there's others that try to bring them all together, which should do very well in the future because everything's going to be, maybe not everything, it's going to be connected.
Decentralized.
There's a huge debate between centralized and decentralized. It depends which side of the fence you fall on, what you're talking about, what subject. I mean, privacy is a big deal in crypto. You don't want everyone knowing your purchases, or maybe you do. Maybe you don't care. You have nothing to hide. I don't care. I'll share.
Maybe you have nothing to hide, and you still don't want anyone knowing.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't let everyone know how much money you got hiding.
I mean, sometimes, you know, I don't know what's happened to you, but you say something and then your phone all of a sudden has an ad for that thing.
Oh, well.
So, I mean, privacy is...
Yeah,
I can see how that could be an issue.
Yeah, phones are definitely not decentralized. Because, it is too much of a coincidence, I think.
That it's happened to everybody?
Yeah. But, like, there's stuff I haven't even, like, looked up on my phone yet, just talked about. And then I'll be scrolling through Instagram, and then there it is.
Yes, that's exactly
so
what I'm talking about.
They're listening. But it's fine. I don't care if you show me ads about crypto and wrestling and music and whatever. I don't care if they pick me out for some ads, whatever.
At least they're, you know, what you're interested in.
Yeah, I'd rather look at stuff I like than some I don't know, some random site.
Random.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But what else you got, man? What do you so I collect stuff. I collect action figures, and I've been collecting stuff since I was a kid. My mom got me into baseball cards and sports cards. I still have boxes full. I got my Pogs. I got my comic books. Some random toys and stuff from when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Did you ever collect anything, or you still have anything from when you were a kid?
I do, and it's funny that talking about being a parent. One of the coolest things in the world is actually watching my 9-year-old play with toys that I played with when I was a kid.
I'm excited.
It's like, it's so awesome. Like, I held these toys dear, and then all of a sudden it's just like, no, you can totally thrash them. Like, I kept them safe from when I was a kid,
right.
And all of a sudden it's like, no, yeah, you can just thrash on them, and I'm enjoying every minute of it. And so some of my collection is dwindling. There's some things that I hold dear. I have a He-Man Battle Cat.
Oh, He-Man, dude.
That I love. Battle Cat.
Is that the tiger?
Yeah, he's the green tiger that turns into...
So they recently re-released another version of that. There's a whole He-Man line out because they did this cross with pro wrestling.
Oh, really?
So there's a bunch of wrestlers in the He-Man universe, Masters of the Universe.
Yes.
Yeah. I got some
by the castle.
There's some around here somewhere. I'll
Tower of Grayskull.
Yeah.
Yes. Lost my train of thought.
Hey, it's all right. We can talk about anything.
Yeah. But yeah, the other things I collect. My guilty pleasure is just random stickers. I have this huge toolbox in my garage, and my goal is to just cover it
Fill it with stickers.
with stickers. And I think it goes back to, being an old skater, just filling the bottom of my skateboard with
You used to skate?
yeah, with old stickers, and so now that I'm
Dude,
adult, I'm just trying to relive it.
I was a rollerblader, and I know all the skateboarders would talk down to the bladers.
There used to be a divide.
Yeah. But I don't know. I could never like ride a skateboard. I couldn't stay on it for some reason, but I could do the tricks.
Huh.
I don't know
Just
why.
standing still, you could bust them
So
out.
yeah, my buddy Paul, he would always come over after school, and skate down. And I couldn't ride down the street, but I could do a kickflip, and then I landed an impossible one time, and it blew his mind because I couldn't even ride it, but I could do the tricks. And yeah, that's my skate. That's all my skateboard.
Yeah, I was never a great skateboarder. It was definitely a work in progress always with me, but yeah, I loved it. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Right on.
Yes.
What about wrestling? What do you know about wrestling? Anything?
Wrestling, I know that I've been to your shows, and
Okay.
if you haven't been
I
to
know
the
that,
shows, you need to be to the shows.
Yeah, they're few and far between right now, but they'll come back.
Not everything's coming back. It'll
Who's
reappear.
Who's your favorite wrestler?
Well, now and then.
Yeah, either.
So
Of all time or now or then, whatever.
Of all time, probably Macho Man.
Okay, great pick.
Yeah.
Great pick.
Yeah, I remember just seeing just the tassels tied to his arms.
Ooh, dig it.
And just how awesome he looked walking out to that.
And he had his Queen Elizabeth. And,
Yeah.
Great. What about any new
Uh,
wrestlers? When's the last time you flipped the channel to wrestling?
Does John Cena still wrestle?
Well,
Hey, that's probably the
maybe he's not totally out. But
he's probably the most.
he's been
recent.
out for a little while now.
Yeah, he's probably the most recent
He's
one that I remember.
yeah, him and I guess Brock Lesnar is probably the.
Brock.
I don't know if you watch UFC.
Brock.
You watch any Ultimate Fighting?
Oh, a little bit. I'm mostly watch basketball. Actually, yeah.
I did not know that.
Just because my kids, they play a lot of basketball, and so we watch a lot of basketball to learn and kind of have some good family time. So
I do. Basketball is great.
yeah, it's
It's been a while since I played, but
yeah, I get.
we used to play all the time. Yeah. But man, I think that's all we got for today.
Yeah.
But if you guys want to leave some comments and ask us some questions, please do. We will answer them for our next show. But until then, like, subscribe, hit the bell for the notifications, and I'm Kay.
I'm Jay, and this is JK today.
See ya.
Peace.